Yo, what's good? Stream's back up. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Nah. Streams. Yeah. No, my internet fucked up. But Yeah. Okay. Remember I told you guys I'm in a Nasdaq short already. I actually closed out of it just now. In a slight loss, just because of what I'm seeing on ES. Because ES looks very promising that it's going up. I think this daily range on ES is going to take us all the way up to that buy side. So I'm gonna look for a way on how I can enter on this. So on ES. So ES, if it comes down to this order block, high probability order block, then I could take a long up to there. 5% reward. I think I'm going to be executing this trade. I'm gonna be executing this trade today. Feel free to join me if you want. Yeah, so Bitcoin looks like it's got higher now that it went under this and rejected. Now it's actually seeming like it wants to go up there. Dollar index is coming down as expected. We got equities open around just around the corner in 7 minutes. And then we got the 4 already closed on silver in 36 minutes. which, by the looks of it, is on track to create bullish sentiment, which will be my confirmation to add more to my short position. All right, 6 more minutes. Yeah, so dollar index is coming down here, and I think once it's down here, it's gonna be ready to run all the way up to that next objective, that next buy side liquidity. We got the close in 1 hour 34 minutes on the 4 hourly chart. So ideally, we want to see us come down here, spend some time, right? So on a hourly chart, it's going to look like, on a 50-minute chart, it's going to look like this. So come down, spend some time, and then maybe it's going to get ready to go up. So I wouldn't expect the reversal before the 4 hourly close, which is in 1 hour and a half. So it's about to get really interesting though once the equities open. Once we get equities open. All right, we got equities open in 2 minutes and 28 seconds. If you guys can't hear me well, let me see if I can fix this real quick. Let me see. One sec. Is this better? Listen to myself real quick. So this is good? Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Okay, so if you guys need me to turn it up a little bit more, just let me know. But for now, I'll keep it like this. So we got equities open in 9 seconds. I'm looking for downside on ES down to here, and then from there, I'm looking for upside. We got this fair value gap right over here, um, combined with a high probability already order block. That's where I'm looking to execute a long position. I'm willing to take a risk on. Huh. There we go. Nasdaq's pumping. Yeah, good thing I exited out of that short. Doesn't seem too good for the sell side yet. Doesn't seem ready for it yet. I would wait at least until ES gets above this to consider shorting as. Okay, so 29 minutes until the 4 hourly close on silver, which may or may not give me a confirmation to go. There we go. Bitcoin's running up from that order block that I stated to the buy side up here. Well, this buy side is also good enough. But once you clear that, well, wait, hold up. Let me look at Tesla real quick because I'm in trade on Tesla because we just got equities open. Look at that gap today. Beautiful gap. I longed it literally down here. Literally right down there is where I longed it. There we go, Nasdaq's pumping. Yeah, I made a good call closing my short over here. There you go, Bitcoin delivered. Silver waiting for that close. Dollar not there yet. Yes, if it doesn't want to come down here, then it should run up with speed now. I hope it does want to come down here, but if it doesn't, then it's gonna run up with speed now. There you go, Nasdaq. Yeah, Nasdaq just was looking sus, especially when compared to ES, just not lining up. Good thing I closed out of it. Okay, so now either we reverse down to Manchu, which I think is more logical, or we run up with speed. Let's take a look at oil, crude oil. So, oil, I had a theory that it's going to do something like this. Let's see how it's following that so far. So first off, I caught this trade in the morning, called it in the free group chat. Now let me reanalyze crude oil because I have it's really annoying what happened because I had such a good bias to these highs and it just opened up at them, which fucking sucks. Now the thing is, I don't witness these scenarios often enough to know exactly what to expect from price going forward here. So I have no idea where we're gonna go now on the higher time frame. I just know that macro we still want to go lower. We still want to go lower. I'm just not sure from where anymore. That's what I'm not sure about yet. Let's see the 4 hourly chart. So first off, let me just keep up with everything else. Yeah, now ES, as I said, either fly above this or reject and come to my entry. So either I get my entry or it just fucking flies without me. There you go, dollar is dumping into here. Okay, let's come back over here. So crude oil, what am I seeing? It's not so interesting to be honest. On an hourly chart, not so interesting either. I mean, if I had to say what's the key level over here, I would say it's, let's just say this. Above this, there's bullish sentiment. Below it, there is bearish sentiment. So right now, this fair value gap would be a PD array I could look to take a long from if we came down into it within the next 23 minutes. Yeah, that could make sense. I'm not so interested in looking at gold. I'm fine with silver. Let's see if ES decides to give me my entry. It seems like we're starting to see some type of rejection. Seems like we're starting to see a rejection. Maybe we come down, maybe not. We'll see. On the 15-minute chart, this isn't really any rejection, but we'll see. Right, here is the dollar index coming down to where I said I want to see it. Now, remember what I said I want to see from the dollar index. I want to see it hold down here. I want to see it hold down here for the next hour and 20 minutes. Actually, you know what? I think this is better analyzed on the euro dollar. I'll keep this chart open, but I think it's better analyzed on the euro dollar, considering more folks are trading the euro dollar than the dollar index. Let's see real quick. Okay, so right, so EU right now, I could see how some might be bullish and I could see how some might be bearish, but right now I would stick to people being more bullish than bearish based off of what we're seeing here. So that means I am still looking for some more downside. Drop down to daily chart. On a daily chart, I could see the ski level being held. We got that previous day high over here. Not that I use previous day high for liquidity, I just thought this one was clean. Then right over here you got kind of bearish structure. Also, it's the first high above resistance. And also you could say here is a key level of support and resistance. So above this, that could be our like buy side liquidity. We only need a wick above that. Above this, we could look for shorts. only need a wick above that. We already have the bullish sentiment, so we can already dump price down. So price is ready to go down on the euro dollar, and where is it going down to? It's going down to here. Now, yeah, I just want to see us get above that buy side. Fuck me. Yes, it's fucking rocketing up. Yeah, well, I mean, this day I guess was pretty obvious bull day. Pretty obvious bullish day. Just we didn't get tagged in, which is fine. Happens. At least I'm not on my short on Nas. Okay, so Bitcoin cleared that. Now from here, I don't want to say it has to go all the way up there. I don't want to say that, but I think it's likely to do so. I'm not certain though, so I'm not going to make that prediction. That's why I only made the prediction to here. But I think it's pretty likely to do so. I'm not sure though, so I'm not gonna make a prediction. Any rejection here on ES marks the top, but I don't think it's gonna reject by the looks of it. I already stop hunted everyone. I mean, the only longers that haven't been attacked or the ones who long this. But I don't think too many people long that, but we'll see. That's the only reason I could make sense out of downside here, and that's why I would still look to long this. Right, so silver, remember what I said. Now that we are starting to get bullish sentiment from retail, that tells me one of two things. Either we will explode up towards my stop loss, which is up here, or we will reject, and then that tells me my stop is safe. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for us to create bullish sentiment and reject. And once I get that rejection, that tells me that I am safe to add another entry onto silver, making it max risk. So pretty much instead of risking what I usually risk, I'll risk way more, which is my maximum risk tolerance. So I want to see the close in 17 minutes, near where it's at now. And after that close, I want to see it start to reject, and that's when I will put in my second entry, making it max risk. No, I'm not bullish in silver. I think it's gonna go down, but what I think has nothing to do with what will happen. So that's why I wait for confirmation. So I think it's gonna go down to here. But in order to confirm that, I want to see us close over here, and I want to see us start to reject after closing up here. So, and I'm looking for that close on this chart, not on this one, but on this one because I think this chart has more volume. It would make a lot of sense to front run previous day high right now or Monday's high right now, trade down to here, and then run it up. That would make so much sense. Yeah, there we go. That's why I said I wasn't confident about this move. Was just not confident about it because this was a lot to ask. This wasn't so much to ask. That this was much more to ask, which made a bit less sense, right? So now if Bitcoin wants to go down to my targets, then it's gonna have to do so with speed. So aggressive expansion to here, potentially lower. Any rejection right now on Bitcoin, so this I would not consider. I want to see the next candle. Any rejection on Bitcoin marks a bottom, but if I'm not wrong about it going here, then we should see an aggressive expansion. 15 minutes till the close on crude oil. I'm probably bearish on crude oil until, yeah, I'm probably bearish on crude oil to be honest. Now judging by how this 4 hourly candle is going to close, I'm probably bearish down to here. Probably bearish to that. We'll see how it closes, but right, yes, we're starting to see a rejection. This could mark the top for a move down to here. Let's go, yes. Give me that. Right. This looks like a top on ES. Not going to lie, that looks like a top. That looks like it. Like a quick top before manipulation down. So right over here, come down here and set it up. But we'll see, we'll see. Still, this still could go up and not be considered a rejection. I want to see how it closes. But we will see. I'm not playing the down move. I'm playing the up move, so I don't care for that. Right, silver. 13 minutes. So Bitcoin, we are still in an aggressive expansion. Euro USD, once it reaches for this buy side liquidity, I could look for sells. So remember, this is still not considered to me a rejection. I'm not bearish on ES. I'm very bullish on ES. I'm hoping to get this move down so that I can gain my long, but I'm not looking to play bear on this. Now silver could either run up with speed all the way up to my stop loss, or it's going to do a reversal here. If I see a reversal, that's when I get my second entry in, and that's when I'm with it max risk. At the moment, I'm half of that risk, so okay. I'd say this is definitely considered a rejection on Bitcoin. So now after the stop hunt, Bitcoin. So after this stop hunt, I would say this is out of the question for now. And I would look for upside, maybe to here. Tesla's at 229. Let's go. Printing me money. $9.5 minutes until 4 already closed on TVC. This is still not a rejection on ES. It can still run up. So it doesn't have to come down here. I just hope it will. Silver, by the looks of it, I could see it speed up all the way up to here. I could see it go up there aggressively, but we will see. I still want to see how this closes. Okay, this is not looking like a rejection on ES. It looks like it's gonna head above the previous day high. Let's see. Dang, Tesla is almost 230. I bought this shit down at 154. I publicly called it down over here. Eight more minutes until the close on silver. Bitcoin, this was pretty obvious. You know what I'm considering right now? I'm considering shorting Apple. And I'll show you guys why. So we cleared the buy side liquidity from the all-time high. And everyone's bullish on this shit, except for, I guess, a few people that would look for this to become a double top. But other than that, most people I'd argue are bullish on this. So, oh, there we go, Euro USD. Apple can wait. Yes, looks like it's starting to form a rejection. We can't be certain yet, though. Euro USD, I'm going to try and catch the stop, I guess. We got to hope now that silver. So, silver, now, remember what I said my confirmation is. I want to see us close and reject. If we continue going up non-stop, then it's going for my stop. If it rejects, so that tells me my stop is safe, and that's when I'm going to be adding more to my position. So that is pretty much the confirmation I said I was looking for on silver. And that's what I explained when we were down here. Okay, there we go. ES, likely to come down here before going up. Nice quick Judas. Euro USD, I think this would like I don't think it has to get much like high up above this high. Um I just need to see a lower time frame confirmation now on EURUSD. So let's see if there's any PDR I could make use of. If it decides to get above that, then I can look for another short above these highs. That's no big deal. So Bitcoin, we predicted this. Now about to score to nail this one as well. Right, so now we're at a crucial place for Euro USD and dollar and potentially silver as well. Now we're tapping into this. Now here Euro USD might form a top. So over here, I'm very cautious. So right over here, I would argue we got this support resistance level given some bullish sentiment. But besides that, there's not much info here, so I'm gonna wait a little longer over here. Okay, so Bitcoin completed this one as well. So we did this one and we did this one. So now above this Bitcoin, if Bitcoin wants to reach for the higher buy side liquidity, which is up here, I'm not sure if I want to do that, but if it does, then it will have to be an aggressive expansion. So watch this. Right, so any rejection here means it doesn't want to reach for them yet. Okay, so if we reject, then it just means that if we don't see the aggressive expansion, it just means it doesn't want to reach for them yet. It has unfinished business lower before it intends on going there. So right now, it looks like Bitcoin's headed up to there, and if it does want to do that, it's going to be aggressive, right? So remember that. Silver's getting very close to the stop. It seems like I'm probably going to take the stop loss on this. There's still hope. We'll see. I've seen worse. Right, so remember, if Bitcoin wants to reach for that equal highs, then it will do that. If it doesn't, then it's just going to come back down here now. That's the next stop. So, pretty much, in other words, a rejection above this means we're coming down here. So this kind of seems like a rejection. I'll give it one more candle though. I'll wait one more candle with it before confirming. There we go. Yes. Come down here. Okay, so silver, we got the close. Right, so now my stop loss is over here. Now, remember what I said here. Either we directly run up for my stop loss, or we see a rejection, and that to me will mean this is a top and my stop loss is safe. So now I'm getting ready to add in the second half of my trade. I'm getting ready. I'm not doing it yet, but I'm getting ready to. So now I'm looking to see if we see a rejection here. Now, thing is, I'm not sure how deep I want to see us come down for me to call it a rejection, because it's a 4-hourly candle. If I'm being honest, it doesn't look so much like it has that much potential, but when it doesn't look good, then it's pretty much when it looks good as well. So I want to see us. I mean, I'll add another half if we see like a rejection on like half of this candle retrace or a bit more towards this line. If we retrace towards that, then that kind of gives it away. Okay, Euro USD is looking like a top. Starting to look like a top. I'd say most are bullish here. I'd say it's worth a risk. I'd say it's worth a shot. You know, I'm gonna give Euro USD a shot over here. Not necessarily. I'm not actually. See, it's because it's inside of this PD array that I'm willing to take a risk on it. But from the price action here, I can't really tell if this is a top or not. But let's see. I can give it a low risk short. Should I? No, you know, I'm gonna wait a bit. I'm gonna wait until we get above this to create more bullish sentiment. Okay, there we go. ES is making its way towards my point of interest. Okay, so Bitcoin, it looks like we are gonna see this and not this. This is a very seek and destroy style moves. Yeah, silver doesn't look like it has so much potential, but we'll see. We'll see. All that matters is what happens here. So dollar is in my POI. Okay, so Euro USD just gave a close above this, but I did not reach for that buy side, so I'll wait a bit more. I want to see us get above this buy side now on Euro USD before shorting. Bitcoin coming down here now. ES, let's go. Come down here. Okay, so crude oil closed like this. So now in crude oil, what I would look for, since now it's obviously bullish sentiment, either we see an aggressive expansion to the buy side if it's interested in it. So either we see that, or we, if it's not interested in it yet, then it will reject down to here. So how could you confirm it's going to reject? Then that could be done on a lower time frame. So you're going to look on a lower time frame for a short setup. So let's just say a short setup that tells us we're getting under this low. You can it's reasonable to say that a short setup that's getting under this low is also coming down here. So a short, that to me would be anything that gives me like a nice close above, I'd say this. So I'd watch now for that, or else we'll see an aggressive expansion to that buy side. So to those equal highs up there. So yeah, I'm looking to see what happens there. So silver can still go down over here. I'm still having lost hope for it. So, but I still want to see what happens here. Okay, so Bitcoin, quick update. Okay, so this close was literally at the support, so I guess it can still go lower. Yeah, could go lower still, yeah. It's all good. Okay, let's see. If it rejects from up here, then this is a top. If it wants to run up there, then it's GG. Yep, done. Did it stop me out yet? Yes, it did. Okay. Yep, silver. It didn't give me my confirmation, and that's why I only entered half. Silver over here, as I said, when I get my confirmation. So I didn't get my confirmation yet, and that's why I didn't go max risk on it yet. So that's just a normal loss instead of a max risk loss. But so okay, let's see. Euro USD. I mean, to be fair though, silver did do what I expected from it to do. I mean, above this, I expected one of two things. Either we see an aggressive expansion all the way to my stop loss, which I said on stream, and that's exactly what we saw, or what I predicted that will happen was a close around here and then a rejection, which will mark the top. But these are the types of things that you should not try to predict, rather react to. Um, Obviously, you do predict when you trade. We do make predictions, but there are things that you say if this then that. So you wait for the if this so that you can implement the then that. So that's why I only went half in over here, and I was planning on putting in the other half after I got my confirmation. So, anyways, now it's starting to seem like it's gonna be a good short soon, because now after clearing that, we're starting to see a rejection. So I'm ready to short it. Really, I'm ready to short it again. So I'm not yet at least, but I'm ready to short it again though. So just depends. I want to see if it how it reacts above this level. I want to see how it reacts above that. So we will see about that. Yeah. Oh shit! I missed EU short. Fucking hell. How much risk reward is this gonna be now? So we got 6 risk reward like this. If I get like this, then that's 6.5. Not bad. 6.5 is fine. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll short it over here. Okay, I shorted it right over here. Right, so euro dollar looks like a top. It came down over here. Over here, obviously everyone's bullish. So now that's a nice lower time frame confirmation. Might get a short over here on crude oil in a minute. We got that ES long cooking up. So here, either it's gonna be a short right over here, or it's gonna fucking explode up. So we'll see. I'm watching this buy side target to see if it wants to reach for this before topping out. But there we go on euro dollar. So the first stop's gonna be this low over here. Below this, it might start facing some resistance. That's just a warning. So under this low, we might start facing resistance just for those who freak out whenever they see price not go their way. I don't think it will necessarily be a quick run down all the way here. I think it will post a certain point, but not within like the window of like this hour. So I think like this hour we're gonna mostly consolidate in this area. So don't FOMO in. So if you're not in, then don't FOMO in because you're likely going to get an entry. You're likely going to see a good entry get offered to you within this hour. So yeah, don't FOMO into here. Okay, there we go. ES is making its way to over here, meaning this played out. So this scenario I predicted played out. Bitcoin, we got that played out as well. So we got 1, 2, 3 predictions in a row on Bitcoin. So now Bitcoin, either we see an aggressive expansion out all the way down here. So either we see an aggressive expansion out all the way down here, or if it's not interested, if it's interested in this sell side, or if it's not interested in the sell side, then we will reject and reverse right back up to there. Okay. So I'm watching to see if we reject. If we don't reject, and then if we don't reject, then as long as we haven't seen that, then we can assume we are in an aggressive expansion towards this. But then again, anything I'm ready for it to reverse all the way back up now. I'm ready for that to happen. So I'm ready for this. But I think now, considering all the fuckery that it's been through, I think it's likely to come down here. Okay, so US crude oil is looking like a top, essentially. It's looking like it's forming a top. Drop down to 5 minutes. Yeah, this is starting to look like a top. Crude oil is looking like a top. I'm not sure if I want to short this considering the amount of trades I'm going to be in. It's going to be too much for me to manage. I will give you my thoughts on it, I guess, but I'm not. I don't think I'm so interested in trading it. Just because also we're only at the dawn of the scandal, so I don't want to predict the top just yet. I want to see. I think it's likely to reach for that still. So I'm not. I'm gonna stay on the side for now. Okay, so Bitcoin is looking like it's rejecting once again, and if that is the case, then I guess we're going back up there, which means I'm gonna have to draw another line over here. But then again, we are. Yeah, no, I guess you could say that. That's likely. I still want to see what happens with the next scandal before saying this. I guess. So I'll wait for the next scandal, but it's likely now we're coming back up there. To be honest, Bitcoin's starting to look like it wants to run up here now, but I don't know. Will it stop on them like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in a row? The odds of it doing it now the sixth time in a row, it's fucking. I mean, it's pretty low, but we'll see. Okay, so silver is starting to look like a rejection, starting to look like it wants to reverse here. So I might. Well, 1 minute chart here is obviously horrible. Let's take a look at this. This is still not telling me it's a top, to be honest. I still wanna. Maybe I'm just being a pussy, but I'll be fine with the risk reward it gives me, even if it comes down here and I won't enter it there. Okay, so now this candle is the candle I've been waiting for in Bitcoin. So I want to see if this candle takes us below this. If this candle does that, then this is still in the play. Okay. If it doesn't and it holds around here and it gives a reaction, then then my eyes go right up to here. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at. So I'm watching to see what this candle does. So far, it's looking like we're still in the aggressive expansion conditions. Right, so watch Bitcoin, guys. Watch Bitcoin. Aggressive expansion, remember. That means that on a 5 minute chart, we're going to see candles aggressively expand into here, which means you already know how the 1 minute chart candles are going to look like. So remember that. Remember this. So after predicting 1, 2, 3 moves here in a row, now we're predicting this aggressive expansion. Okay, seems like we're gonna get filled in on ES. Now this is a bid. This is not a confirmation entry. So the reason I'm bidding it though is because I'm confident in how I think this daily candle is going to print. So and I don't want to risk missing out on a move like this. So, but back to Bitcoin. Remember what I said here: aggressive expansion, guys. Oh shit, silver is going down. Okay, I might re-enter my short position over here on silver. So let's see. If I short right over here on silver, with a stop right up here, then that's going to be 4.7 R. So I'm going to go ahead and go and max risk on this one, I think. Let's go in max risk, I guess. Fuck it. I'm in. Okay, let's go. 2405.8. Oh, I'm filled in on ES. Let's go. I didn't even notice, but I'm filled in on ES. Okay, so Euro USD is going well. Now, remember what I said over here, guys. Remember what I said. To this target, sure, it will deliver nicely. But now, within the next 30 minutes, it's likely to fuck around. So that's why I said don't FOMO in. From here, we could see a retracement. So don't FOMO in. Instead, now plan out your entry for the retracement. Okay, if we get one. If we don't, then it's fucked. And then forget about it. But okay, so we rejected over here on Bitcoin. That tells me now that is the target up there. So the aggressive expansion only captured this much, which means the sell side I was interested in was over here. It's creating liquidity. I think it's creating a consolidation over here. I think it's starting to create a consolidation, and that's why we're seeing quick reversals everywhere. It's starting to create a consolidation by the looks of it. Okay, so right now, if you weren't in a trade, then I would look for an entry right now on ES, guys. So ESM 2023, let's go. 5-minute chart, right over here. I'd look for likely this candle to be the low. Considering the hourly order block is right over here with the 5 minutes reacting from that. And then you got right over here, you got a key SNR level. This would be considered a bullish accumulation right over here. Now, ideally you want to trust the slow, but this is the 1-minute chart. So that's why I have my stop based off the hourly, because I don't like trusting 1-minute lows like that. So Euro USD is going nicely. We're already up just over 1 hour on it. So this is already more than paying back my loss on silver. Because on silver, I wasn't positioned in fully. So this is already paying back my loss on silver. So this is how we manage risk, guys. Okay, manage risk. Risk management is key to everything. So right over here, Bitcoin, I would have been stopped out in profits if I was short. I would have probably had my stop like say near around here or here. I would have been stopped out in profits, and now I'd be long targeting that if I was trading this. I'm not focused on the Bitcoin chart at the moment, so I'm not trading it. But right. Oh, I was just about to say, crude oil looks like a short now. It's starting to look like one. Oh, there's news right now for crude oil. Okay, right now there's just their news came out for crude oil. So this looks like, to be honest, this looks like a short. But I'm already in so many trades. I don't want to get in another one. Here, ES guys, just like I said, You see that? I said this is a bullish accumulation. Boom. Now we're up here. Now I'm already up up much more than my loss on silver. So my loss on silver is literally nothing. Okay. The target for EU. Okay, guys. So remember, over here, I said this is likely to get delivered quickly. Sure. But now we got 30 more minutes to this hour, and I think here we could fuck around. So I think here a retracement to here. I think that is something that could happen, and not it's not necessarily something that it wouldn't validate my idea. It wouldn't. I mean, yeah, it could very well happen if it wants. I'm not against it going back up a little bit. So it could not. I don't care. ES should aggressively move away. Should aggressively trade away now. Now remember, we are in a higher time frame aggressive expansion. That higher time frame aggressive expansion has been paused over here for whatever reason to accumulate more, okay, to create buy side liquidity, more up there. Now, if I'm right about this, then that this consolidation is coming to an end, and on this specific day, we should see an aggressive push up towards that. And we will likely reach this target within today. There we go, silver. Yeah, crude oil is just not looking the cleanest for me right now. Out of all the options I have right now, crude oil is not what I'm picking. Crude oil is like the pretty chick that doesn't behave right now. So silver, the target for silver, ideally it's going to be down here, but I'm prepared to close it earlier. So I'm prepared to close it even here if it gives me signals that I should, then I will. I will listen to what price tells me. Where is the minimum point I want to see it under? I want to see it at least straight under this. But I would be extremely confident in this target getting collected. So remember what I said here on Euro USD. I said right over here we can start facing resistance, and starting to push up to there is not out of the question. Okay, remember that. Let's see if that happens. Not that I care. I don't care if it happens. I think I'd be better off if it didn't happen. But we will see. Now remember, on silver, I'm max risk. So this move down here, by the time it reaches over here, I've already paid for that loss. Okay, I mean it's unrealized, obviously, but by the time it's there, it's already unrealized profits are already paying for that loss. So yes, here I said I want to see us aggressively push because we didn't. That indicated we want to get under this. Now I want to see if we reverse or not here. I hope I wasn't wrong for exiting my short on Nasdaq, for talking myself out of it. Let's see. Okay, it seems like Bitcoin doesn't want to go back up. Um, on a 15-minute chart, this isn't any rejection, I guess, but we'll see, I guess. Yeah, Euro USD is playing out nicely. So Euro USD is gonna pay me 7 risk to reward, a bit more because I went in a bit more risk than my usual. Yes, what's up with yes? Yes, I want to see a hold here, I guess. If it doesn't hold here, then I'm likely fucked. We'll see. I'm kind of mad at myself, I guess, for closing as, but we'll see if it was a good decision or not. Okay, Euro USD looks pretty fucking good, to be honest. Which is also good for silver when you think about it. And I have to say, ES is not looking the best. But we will see, I guess. We will see. Until it has hit the stop, then it's not telling me anything. Okay, crude oil is starting to look like a reversal. But why now? Huh. Nah, I don't want to trade crude oil at the moment. It doesn't look the best. Yeah, man, I'm fucking pissed at myself for closing out of this Nasdaq short. It was fucking good, fucking good. I talked myself out of it through ES, but I shouldn't have. Look at that, guys. Look at that. That's, I think, close to 1% and under 1 hourly candle. I mean, at least I'm gonna have the tweet up here, but that doesn't matter so much if I'm not making money on it. But we'll see. It can still reverse over here. I don't want to talk too early. ES is still not hit my stop either. Yeah, ES and silver will still give me a lot of money anyways, so whatever. Look at silver, beautiful. Whoever fucking pussied out after taking a loss doesn't deserve to make money. Some moves I literally take like 3 losses on, and then I catch a trade, and that trade is literally like 15R, and I literally pay for all of those losses and many more to come. Sometimes you just need the balls. If you're a trader, you need some balls, right? So if you only go off somebody else's analysis, such as if you only go off of my analysis and you take a loss, I mean, then I mean, maybe you should learn how to analyze yourself on your own. But because me personally, I'm an analyst and a trader, right? So most people who are following me are neither. So many people who are following me are neither. So when I'll post a trade, because they're neither, they will listen, and then because they're not good traders, if it's a loss, then they'll be too scared to take the next one. And then the next one is going to win, and they're not going to be making money off of it, so they're going to be pissed. That's just how it is sometimes. It's just how it is. This is beautiful, the 1 euro USD. ES is okay. This is, to be honest, on the 1 minute, this is not looking so bad. This is not looking so bad, to be honest, on the 1 minute. Let's see. Let's see if there's any hope. Remember, guys. I was looking to short it. I'm just gonna tell you, put it out there. I was looking to short your USD over here. The only reason I didn't was because I was kind of fearful over here because it still looked like it could go a little bit higher, but I was looking to. Anyways, it's still enough for still reward, so I'm chilling. We can still run up there. Well, actually, I wouldn't have so much hope for that at the moment. I wouldn't even look at this high at the moment, actually. But no, this high is irrelevant for now. There we go, crudo. Yeah, no, just doesn't look. It just doesn't. Something my gut feeling was telling me this is. It needs to go at least to here. That's what my gut feeling was telling me. Sometimes you just gotta listen to your gut feeling. Yeah, right. I think yeah, okay, so ES looks like it's fucked. So ES is gonna be a loss. Yeah, it's a loss. Right, ES is a loss. Reason being, if I was looking for a confirmation over here, I would not have entered a trade. I would not have entered a trade on it. But the thing is, sometimes I my analysis hypnotizes me to the point where I'm not even looking for a confirmation anymore. And that is a mistake I make often as an analyst, not as a trader, right? Yeah, that was my mistake over here. And I'm also super pissed at myself for closing out of my Nasdaq short that I was in. My stop loss was up there, and it made perfect sense. It just the only thing that didn't make sense was ES, and because of that, I closed it in. I should not have. And I guess now I'm gonna miss out on probably the best play of the quarter. Yeah, well, GG, whatever happens. That was gonna be my best play of the quarter, I think, though. We'll see, though. Imagine you had a short position from literally over here, with a stop up there, and your target was literally all the way down here, and you were with high risk on it. And instead of holding it, listening to your original analysis, you close it here for a slight loss. Close just around here for a slight loss because you saw something else on ES. ES hasn't hit my stop yet, to be honest. We'll see if it has any potential, but yeah, whatever. But yeah, ES looks like it's gonna go for it. God fucking damn it. Fucking hell. I was also max risk on this. I was literally risky and double what I would usually risk. So this would literally be printing me money. Whatever. We grow and we learn. We learn and we grow. It doesn't matter. One trade does not matter. One trade never matters, guys. That's the mentality. One trade does not matter. When you start putting a lot of weight on one single trade, then you adopt a gambler mindset. You adopt a short term thinking mindset, a mindset that tells you that you need this one trade to get rich. You know, that's a very bad mindset. Reason being, winners that stay winners, right? Success is you can be successful, right? But it's not impressive to be successful, it's impressive to stay successful. So when you become successful, you show your true colors, and that's what decides if you stay successful or you go back down. So if you have a short-term mindset that you think you're gonna get success off of just one or two or three or five or 10 or even 50 trades, then that mindset is gonna allow you to maybe be successful, but it's not going to allow you to stay successful. That's what for sure. It's guaranteed you won't stay successful with that mindset. So actual long-term success is defined by thousands of wins. It's compounded by hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of wins. Win over win over win over win. Notch in your belt over notch in your belt over notch in your belt. Right? That's what real success is. So I'm not so pissed about that one trade. It's fine. But at least I'm gonna have the tweet. So at least I'm gonna have the tweet. So I'll have a tweet from up here saying Nasdaq looks like a top. I'll be flexing that for sure. And at least I got the Euro USD trade. So let's see how much profit I'm on with the Euro USD one. Nice. Let's get some music going. Anybody has a song they would like to play, or I'll Just pick one. I'll just pick one probably. Let's see if I got one. See, most of my songs are not really are subject only to people who speak my language. So let's see if I have one that everyone is gonna like. That's most of the music I listen to. Let's see.
The Fed niggas plotting to get me. Will I survive? Will I die? Come on, let's picture the possibility. Giving me charge. Lawyers making a grip. I told the judge I was raised wrong.
If you guys want to listen to music in Hebrew, then I could play that. I just let's see if we get a vote in the chat. Type A or type yes if you want to listen to the music I listen to. Okay, if you guys want to see it, if you guys want to listen to it, then I guess who am I to say no? Let's see.
צליל מיתר שמתנגן אני חושב עלייך מרגיש כמה שזה עצוב להיות כאן בלעדייך לו רק היית פה הכל היה אחרת אצלי כבר כלום לא מובן אצלי בלב יש סדק תראי אותי כמו מטורף שרק רוצה להעיק או אולי סתם בחור עיוור שמדמיין לו את פנייך וזה קשה שאת פה לא עוברת אל תאמרי לי שאת לכאן כבר לא חוזרת
This is ironic as fuck. When a good trade presents itself, your emotions will tell you not to take it. That's exactly what happened to me over here.
בכל יום שבא והולך אני שוב קורא אלייך ומקווה שעוד תמצאי לי מקום בין זרועותייך תדעי שכאן יכול להיות אחרת אל תוותרי עליי תאמרי שאת חוזרת קבלי אותי אלייך כי כל יום שבא והולך הוא נצח בלעדייך תראי אותי כמו ילד שכואב לו חבקי אותי אני כבר
Um. Okay, so your UC still looking good. I mean, not much update with that. Apple, I wanted to short it. Should have done it. As you can see, even I still have problems sometimes dealing with emotions, right? Emotions never leave you. You just need to find a way where you can let them in your system without them causing too much damage. So it's like when, let's just say, you're driving a motorcycle. If you're sometimes you know you're gonna crash. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna plan your crash. So you're gonna see, okay, if I'm gonna crash, where can I crash and it be safest? So pretty much that's exactly what you gotta do with emotions. With your emotions, you literally just need to think, okay, how do I crash safely? Okay, I just turned down the music a little bit for you guys. So yeah, with emotion, you just need to figure out how do you execute a safer crash so that there's less damage. Because you just need to bring yourself towards that level of profitability. Because even if you know where the market, where price is going, your emotions might cause you to be unprofitable. So here, I'm right on Nasdaq going down. I'm definitely right. There's no question about it. But I'm not making money on it. So I mean, happens. I guess you gotta learn. Sometimes you gotta learn lessons the hard way. Let's see what's up with crude oil. Could this finally be the top? It could, but it could also not. You might want to do this. It could do this. I'll stay on the side for now. Alright, so if I wasn't in a position now, then I'd eye this order block if it offers it. Okay, so crude oil, if it wants to go lower, it's gonna expand aggressively now. Okay, so remember what I said. If it wants to go lower from here, it's going to aggressively expand to here if it wants to go lower. Otherwise, it's going to reject and send it directly up there. Okay, so either we see an aggressive expansion, or we run up there. So that's what I'm watching for. So
מתייסר בנשמתי ודממה רק נשארה כאן בלכתך רק תאמרי לי אם אולי את חושבת גם עליי האם אחר גנב לי את ליבך גם בשעות הכי קשות אל תוך הלילה היא איננה כאן איתי רק דמעותיי מי יאמר לאן הלכה ומה קרה לה למה כך היא נעלמה לה יצאה לה מחיי
not going to lie, ES could reverse up here, down here. ES could reverse here. ES could see a reversal from here. And I think I'm gonna call it a day. I'm not gonna take any more trades. But on ES, I still think based off the ES chart that it's going up there. But I think I'm not going to take any more trades today. I'm already in enough trades. I'm already in on silver and I'm in on Euro USD. That's enough for me. Yeah, I think I might have to just stop taking bids. I think I got lucky a few times taking bids. And ever since I kind of got addicted to taking bids instead of waiting for my confirmation. It's definitely not doing me good lately. I want to see Nasdaq remain heavy if it wants to go lower. I want to see Nasdaq dig at least down to new week opening gap down here. So okay, if I'm right about Euro USD and right about silver, that's gonna be 3.7R, but well actually no, maybe down here. That's going to be 4.7, but I went 2 times risk, so that's 9.4 RR. And then Euro USD plus 7.4, and then -1 on ES. And I took another loss, I believe, a -1 on silver. So I'll be done with 40 risk to reward. which is 14.8, but if you include fees, then probably around 14, which is not bad. Pretty good, actually. So while it looks like I was wrong and shit's not going well, you know, it's 40 risk to reward, so you guys gotta learn to manage risk. So reasoning for Euro USD trade. We have a key level over here, okay? You see this key level over here? This key level determines whether sentiment is bullish or bearish. Now that is insane data. Why is it insane data? It's insane data because that tells you what the dumb money is doing. Dumb money are the ones who, one, act on emotion, two, they trade based off of these basic strategies, okay? These basic simple strategies, okay? So dumb money, based off all of their theory, are going to be bullish above this level according to structure and according to support and resistance, and pretty much any strategy that is even slightly based on these things, they're all going to be bullish here. Even smart money traders, so-called smart money traders that don't pay attention to liquidity. So if you're an ICD trader and you don't pay attention to liquidity, you would see this as a change of character, and you would see here a bullish breaker, and you would see here what you would call a unicorn setup, but you're not paying attention to liquidity, so that is why you're going to be the liquidity. So even ICD traders that are not paying attention to liquidity are buying over here. If they are paying attention to liquidity, then it's pretty obvious that the liquidity is down here, and that's where price is going to gravitate to. Okay, the algorithm seeks stop. It doesn't seek order blocks. It doesn't seek breaker blocks. It doesn't seek any of that stuff. It seeks stop losses. After it seeks stop losses, now you can pair the order blocks with your narrative. That's how I do it. Okay, so I trade order blocks, I trade fair value gaps, I trade breaker blocks, I trade those things. But I trade them. I trade liquidity, and then I use those as just like something that complements it a little bit. Okay, so pretty much right over here, this was our sentiment shift above here. Now the first buy side liquidity pool above that sentiment shift area was up here, so I treated that as my drawn liquidity. Then I dropped down here a few time frames and I found this range, which is a fair value gap. I extended that out. Price traded perfectly to it after clearing the buy side, and once it rejected from that, I took a bid, saying that is the top. And now, because now the target is gonna be where retail flips bearish again. So under this, retail flips bearish. So under this, if it wants to reach lower and not before hitting my stop, then it's going to have to do so with speed. So right over here, we're going to expect an aggressive expansion. Okay, so this trade is likely even going to be over. Like, there's a chance it's going to be over today, I'd say. Okay, make sense, everyone? And the reason they didn't want to grab any liquidity higher, such as this liquidity, is because sentiment is bullish. When sentiment is bullish and everyone is buying, then it's not profitable, because there's always liquidity on both sides. There's always liquidity above you and there's always liquidity below you. Now, what determines whether we go for buy side liquidity or sell side liquidity is how retail is positioned mostly. So if most of retail are in longs, then attacking the buy side liquidity, sure, that's stopping out shorts, but retail longs are making more money than the shorts are losing. So it's not profitable to target the buy side liquidity when most are in longs. So if the sentiment shift is over here, and above this, retail is bullish and getting into long positions, then it's not profitable to hunt any more buy side liquidity. So you want to be very aggressive with your liquidity once we have the sentiment shift. Okay, so once we have the sentiment shift, price is going to favor the other direction. And that is when you look for the reversal. Okay, that is what I consider my drawn liquidity. I mean, the retailers are literally those, like, without the retailers, they wouldn't be making as much money as they are. So, I mean, that's where their money is made. Retail is literally 60% of the volume on ES. 60% of the volume. right? So there's only room for 100% of volume, 50% from winners, 50% from losers. So if 60% of the volume is from retail, let's just say 20% out of that is profitable retail traders, then 40% of the losing volume on S and 40% of the losing volume on S&P comes from retail. So that means retail is 40% of the profit chunk that the smart money takes. Okay? So that's literally where all their money is made. All their money is made by manipulating retail. Okay? Of course there's there's of course there's hedge funds that are trading as well, etc. Those typically I would say there are some unprofitable ones, but I'd say mostly I'd say they're not as unprofitable as retail, and that is why hedge funds are taking up more of the winning volume than the losing volume. And then the smart money takes the leftover of that, because the smart money are the market makers. The smart money that we think is responsible for every move we see, that is the market makers. The market makers are the ones who provide liquidity. How come when I wanted to short your dollar right over here, there was somebody willing to take the exact opposite trade to me, literally at that place? Do you really think do you really think retail traders are setting in bids that quickly? They don't. There are market makers that provide liquidity. They are under the disguise of providing liquidity. So they fill in the books with orders. So that you can enter and exit trades exactly at the price you want to. That is their disguise. Now, what are they doing in reality? They are putting in thicker bids at certain places, and they're putting in thinner bids at other places. What is the result? As a consequence of that, they decide how the market moves. So pretty much, if the market makers are taking the opposite trade to literally everyone in order to provide liquidity, then the only way for them to be profitable is if literally everyone who they are counter trading is unprofitable. And that is why, if let's just say there was a consolidation, let's just say there's a consolidation, and in this consolidation, they accumulated longs and shorts. Now, price went down. Now that price went down, these market makers have stopped out these longs over here. So now these market makers are only left with long positions from this consolidation. So the market makers opened longs and shorts inside of this consolidation, right, to offer retail liquidity. Now when price came down here and the retail longers got stopped out, right? So retail longers got stopped out. That means they capitalized on their position, they liquidated, which means the market makers had to liquidate as well in order to provide them liquidity to close their trade. Now the market makers are only left with longs from this consolidation. So where are they going to look to distribute those longs? They will look to distribute those longs above this, and that is why they will move price back up there. Okay, so pretty much the simple formula to this is, as long as most of retail is unprofitable, then these market makers are profitable. And these market makers are guys with a lot of money who provide literally liquidity to everyone. And they can decide why does price stop here? Why does price stop precisely at this point? The reason it stops precisely at this point is because there was a limit over there. From who is that limit? From the market makers. Okay? Why did price stop precisely over here? They literally decide everything. Okay? So they decide exactly where price will stop. If there's a certain point they don't want price to reach, they will just stack a lot of bids over there, and price is not going to be able to reach it because nobody has more money than them. Okay? Nobody has more money than them in these markets. Is it making sense to you guys? Also, let me give you guys something else as well. Let's just think the markets weren't manipulated for a second. Let's imagine the markets weren't manipulated for a second. There is a buyer for every seller. This means that whenever you buy, somebody else sells at the exact price. So the exact price you buy, somebody else sells all the time. So now, how come that there are certain key levels where literally everybody wants to do the same action? So let's just say we are seeing this, Now, at this level over here, everybody wants to buy. This means that if price comes back down here, everybody is buying. How does this make sense? How does it make sense for price to come back down here? If there if everyone is buying, who is selling here? Somebody has to be selling there. Nobody asks this question. When price does this type of stuff, this doesn't make sense. That's just not natural. If everybody's buying here, who is selling here? You gotta ask yourself that question. In a natural market, in a normal market that's not being manipulated, this would be impossible. But in a market that is manipulated, this will be possible because there's somebody here who is doing the opposite of everyone who's trading support resistance. Everybody is trading structure. Everybody is trading ICT. Everybody's trading everything. They're doing the opposite of everyone. And this is why price can mitigate those points. And then depending on the context, it's likely in this case going to go down. Okay? Okay, guys, see what happened over here on crude oil? I said, exactly as I said, aggressive expansion. If not, then it's going to buy side. That's why I didn't want to take that trade because it just seemed to me like it was a bit off. So right over here, I said if we reject over here, then that means we're running all the way up here. Now up there, it's going to make more sense to see a reversal. Now remember as well, Euro USD, once we get under this level, there's no going back. We're not, like once we clearly get under that level, then we should aggressively expand. Bitcoin is I consider this a Judas. I'm not. This doesn't tell me anything yet. This is still valid on Bitcoin. Okay. The reason being, it created a support level with the bodies of the candles over here. So pretty much people don't consider this bearish. So sentiment is still bullish here, which means I can still be bearish. Regarding Bitcoin, by the way, the aggressive expansion is only going to come once we get a clear break under this. So we gotta see like it's clearly getting under it, like with bodies, etc. So this doesn't count. So I wonder if we'll see a reversal on yes or not. It's really intriguing me. If we do, I hope I'm wrong about Nasdaq. Because if I'm wrong about Nasdaq, I'll maybe get too short it, but we'll see. Notice how perfectly this move reached for that buy side up here. That's not random. I just thought it might not want to reach for it. But yeah, well, that what I think and what will actually happen are two different things. So hey guys, any final questions? I'm thinking about calling the stream around here. So we're in two trades that if I'm right about them, then they will pay me 14 hours net for today. I also caught a trade this morning for 7R on US oil, which I predicted in real time in the public chat, in my public chat. For 7R, caught this low to that high. So I'll be finishing the day above 20R if I'm right about silver and Euro USD. What invalidates a trade on Euro USD? Well, what invalidates a trade on Euro USD is currently the stop loss over here, but the invalidation could rotate once we get lower. So, but at the moment, there's nothing except for the stop loss that invalidates my trade. So let me see how much profits I'm at. Um, Not bad, not bad. So while it seems like I was wrong, I'm not. I'm profitable on this. Okay, so while it seems like I took a loss on ES and I took a loss on silver and I should be unprofitable, I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Risk management allows you to be profitable even if you're wrong a few times. My take profit on silver is down here. So if I waited for my confirmation on silver, I wouldn't have even taken the first loss. But that's why I only scaled in 50% of my position here. Okay. First to see whether ES holds down this order block or not. If it does hold it down, then it will aggressively expand up. But that's if it does. Either way, I'm not interested in taking any more trades today, so I'm just tape reading from here on because I'm already in enough trades. I don't want to get greedy, so like if I'm right about silver and if I'm right about Euro USD, then even though, despite the fact I took a couple losses, I will be up 20R today, which is very good. That's what I would aim to make in a month. Right, I think I'm gonna call the stream soon. If you guys have any final questions, I'll be here for another few minutes to answer them. And other than that, then I think I'll call the all day over here. What do you think about Bitcoin? I think that we should not have seen this over here. Let me see this real quick. So here's where I got trailed out of my long. Actually, to be honest, on Bitcoin, we could see a bullish reaccumulation down here. If price retraces down here and confirms bearish sentiment, then I might consider longs. But for now, I'm bear. But I'm bear until proven otherwise. So I have no firm opinion here on Bitcoin. I'm waiting to see what happens here. So Lions Den 2, the registration ends on Saturday, June 10th. I will send you all invites to the Discord that we will be running it on. And pretty much what I'll be doing is I'll be announcing there when I think is a good time to start. So we might start on the weekend or we might start later in the week. Um, it just depends how fast I manage to get everything sorted together. But yeah, either way, I have an entire curriculum that I want to deliver, and it's all going to be neatly documented, so you can always go back and reread, restudy, repractice everything. So you can go over all the studies, all the practices we did, all the real-time assignments, all the assignments, etc. Um, the only difference is if you're studying it in hindsight, is that you're not gonna get the experiences in the moment, right? So but yeah, now and the real time assignments will either be provided during the London kill zone or near Equities Open. But yeah. Right, so ES is holding down this 5 minute order block, which means we might have a bottom. So ES might have a bottom. Was I liquidity here? We will see. We will see. So if it does have a bottom, then I would look for it to aggressively move above this. Otherwise, it can reject above this as well. So above this, it can also reject and just say fuck you. So yeah, now it's nothing is confirmed here. So silver right over here, I think we're up almost 1 hour. No, not yet. Over here will be up 1 hour. Okay, so 1 hour on silver is actually 2 hour because I went max risk on it. So max risk, I'm that the maximum risk I go is double my usual. So my usual is 1% of my portfolio. So max is 2% of my portfolio. And typically I'll be playing when I'm on the lower time frames, I'll be playing low risk. So low risk means 0.5% or 0.25%. Anywhere in that range. So low risk, high risk, max risk is pretty much my terms. I genuinely hope Nasdaq reverses and fucking runs up, but I don't think that's likely to happen. I think instead it's gonna consolidate here and maybe manipulate higher before going lower. That could give me a new short opportunity. To be fair. Right, so remember what I said. While your USD is above this, we can look for retracements. So when it comes up to this order block, that's a good short. So this area right over here is a good short. Okay, now yes, right over here, what I want to see over here, for this not to be a top, it's going to have to aggressively distance itself away from here. So for this not to be a top, it will have to aggressively run up. Otherwise, it's going down here. Okay, so otherwise it's just continuing lower. So right now, it's more likely to continue lower, based off what I'm thinking on Nasdaq. But if it wants to go higher, then it's gonna have to aggressively push. So if I was looking to short it, then I would pretty much just look for a rejection here to enter a short. Um, Otherwise, I would look for an aggressive expansion up to the buy side. On silver, I will be trailing my stop under this. There we go. Objective fulfilled. Now over here, it could be more reasonable to look for a reversal. Okay, here we go, guys. Remember what I said on ES? I said on ES, if we want to continue, then we're gonna have to do it aggressively, but we're more likely to reverse. There you go. Send it lower. Your USD is gearing up for a large move down. So silver is literally right the 2 hour mark. There we go. Nasdaq, this would have been a legendary trade, but whatever, I guess happens. Right, I'm gonna call it a stream here. I guess I'm gonna call it a stream here. But yeah, we are likely gonna finish the day above 20 or. Likely gonna finish the day above 20 or. So that's gonna be pretty nice. I might even call it a week. I might call it a week, or I might take a break early next week. Yeah, I think I might do that, depending on how I guess we finish the day. We'll see. I'll make the decision later. But yeah, here ES exactly as predicted. So currently we're at the 2 hour mark. Stock can soon be trailed. There we go. Your USD, guys. Watch this. Aggressive expansion is about to initiate. There we go, guys. Speed to the initiate now. Or very close to now. Nice. Pretty good profits. Pretty good profits for today. That is definitely paying off. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call the stream here for real now. All right. Your USD once we are. I'll keep you guys updated, I guess, in the Telegram if I see anything. But I don't want to push my stop too early on this because it could come back and fuck around if it wants. Even though I doubt it will. I don't want to try and perfect it. I don't want to try and predict literally every single move to the tick. I don't want. I want to give myself some room for error because I'm only human. So, right. Yeah. See you guys later.